Oh, hey, Teresa, another Teresa. All right, everybody, welcome. I'm Crystal Garvin. I'm so glad you have joined me here for this class. We are focusing on immune system and respiratory support here. And I'm going to give you lots of tips and tricks and some of my favorite ways to use essential oils for immune system and respiratory support specifically. So the goal is really just to take a closer look at how we can support our bodies with essential oils and some other natural means too, but specifically looking just at those two body systems, which we're focused on quite a bit right now, right? With everything going on in our world, a lot of people have been asking about immune support and respiratory support protocols. So I hope you're comfortable kind of winding down for the evening if you're on the East Coast. Maybe some of you are tuning in from different areas of the country or even the world. So wherever you are, I hope you are settled in, have a nice cup of something yummy to drink, and that you can take some notes. You might also want to take screenshots at some point, some pictures, because I will be sharing quite a few recipes and things once I get the PowerPoint going. The first thing I wanted to tell you before we get into the PowerPoint, some of my favorite protocols for respiratory health, for immune system support are in the Symphony of the Cells. So this is a class that Boyd Truman, he's an amazing doctor, and he has put this together. Is he a doctor of chiropractic? I believe he is. I know he's also had a massage therapy practice for many years, and he's had a wellness clinic out in Utah. But he put this together based on things that he has seen work. And I did a class on how to do this. We actually have a couple of how-to classes floating around about how to do this. This is kind of my go-to if we are running into issues with immune system, respiratory, digestive. There's a lot of different protocols in the book, and it's just a series of oils that you apply to the feet and the back. Some of them you also inhale. It's very simple, but it does have, several steps. But I can do this on my kids in about 10 minutes. Maybe someone like my husband, a little bit, larger surface area of the back, it might take 15, but it's really quick. I've been able to do it as quickly as 5 minutes on small people. So there are protocols in here for supporting the immune system and the respiratory system. So I highly, highly recommend this. This is really my first go-to for just about anything that we're dealing with. There's so many great protocols in here. I recommend learning this, getting a hold of this book. You can go to the website. I believe it's just symphonyofthecells.com, but you can, maybe it's True Wellness. Anyway, it's TRU for Truman, True Wellness. You can just Google Symphony of the Cells, Boyd Truman, True Wellness without the E on the end of the true, and you'll find it. It's fantastic. It's also all over social media. You can follow Symphony of the Cells on Facebook, on Instagram. And I do have a recording of a class when I taught how to do that. If that's something you'd like, reach out to me. So I would love for everyone to be incorporating this into their regular wellness routines. It is phenomenal how effective it is, how well it works, how quickly it works. And we utilize it regularly. It's not where you can see it, but I have my massage table set up just all the time now because I love being able to quickly access my table and just get someone on. And you can do it on other surfaces too, though, but I love it and use it quite a bit. So, all right, I see some people popping on. Welcome. I am going to share a PowerPoint here, so I won't be able to see all of your comments and things for a bit, but at the end, I will come back on, see if there are any questions that I need to answer, see if there's any comments or anything that I need to respond to. And until then, I'm just going to go through this information. And like I said, you may want to be prepared to take some notes. I actually, think I'm going to turn off my video if I can get back. Actually, I forgot to do that. Let me go ahead and stop my video so that none of the screen is blocked, because there are going to be some recipes that you will probably want to have the whole entire thing and not have it blocked, right? All right, so we are here to talk about oils for immune and respiratory systems. Welcome again. Now, doesn't this look unpleasant? I hope you're not feeling like this right now. I'm sorry if you are. We've all been there. Maybe you've heard about essential oils and wondered what all the fuss was about, or maybe you've started to use them in your home already. Maybe you've been using them avidly for several months or years, but whatever the reason you decided to attend, I'm really glad that you are here. Sometimes we do all the things we're supposed to do, and yet our immune system still struggles to keep us healthy. And that's where being preventative and having informed self-care becomes vital. Our immune system is our host defense mechanism, meaning it fights off germs and other infectious invaders by attacking them. And the immune system is an intricate, amazing network of tissues, organs, and cells that all come together to keep us healthy. On the cellular level, white blood cells also, they seek out and attack organisms or germs that are disease causing. And this is really helpful when using essential oils because essential oils work with and support our body on the cellular level. That allows them to benefit your body in a multifaceted, complex way. Here are some oils you might want to consider for immune support, some of the most well-known and used ones for the immune system specifically. Oregano, tea tree, or also known as melaleuca. You will see that interchangeably in our literature and books and recipes and everything. So it might be called melaleuca or tea tree. Rosemary, clove, frankincense, melissa, cinnamon, thyme, black pepper, purify, DDR prime, and On Guard. So that's a lot. We'll kind of break down some of those. Let's talk a little about On Guard first. This is doTERRA's protective blend, and it is one of our most popular oils, one of our most popular blends for sure. In fact, the number of bottles you can buy of On Guard and On Guard infused products right now is limited because so many people want to hoard it in times like these. And doTERRA wants to make sure we have enough to go around. So they've limited the number we can purchase for a little while. The blend On Guard has wild orange peel, clove bud, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus leaf and stem, rosemary leaf and flower, all the essential oils from those sources. What On Guard does is offer protection against environmental and seasonal threats with essential oils that are known for their positive effects on the immune system. So this blend can be taken internally on a daily basis to maintain healthy immune function. It can also be used on surfaces throughout the home as a non-toxic cleaner. And when you diffuse it, it helps purify the air and support healthy respiratory function as well. So it's kind of all-encompassing there. It can also be really energizing and uplifting, which is wonderful when you're feeling under the weather or really any time, right? We all need to be energized and uplifted during the day at least. And it provides cleansing and purifying benefits while also helping promote healthy circulation. So some people do use this daily for circulatory benefits. Some of its primary benefits that it's most well known for, it is an effective alternative for to synthetic options for immune support. So you'll notice I use words that sometimes sound like I'm talking in code. That is because of what I'm allowed to say. You just kind of have to read between the lines sometimes, but we can't make any medicine claims. So some of you who are new to the group or new to essential oil classes may not realize that. And if you are watching on the Facebook group, that's why we do have to watch your comments and posts and sometimes ask you to reword those because we can't use any medicine or drug names or any official diagnoses names, but we can talk about what essential oils are meant to do, which is not to heal or cure or treat anything anyway. What essential oils are meant to do is restore balance to our body systems so that our bodies can heal themselves as they're designed to do. And when you remove interference and restore balance and homeostasis to the body, it does a fantastic job of healing itself. Okay, so back to On Guard's benefits. It supports natural antioxidant defenses, immune function, as we've said, it protects against environmental threats, and then that respiratory function as well. So here's some practical ways to use On Guard. Now, of course, we have all these beautiful products that are infused with On Guard, but you can just take the oil itself and diffuse it for cleansing the air, maybe 3-4 drops in the diffuser of your choice, whatever diffuser you have. You can add 2 or 3 drops in a vegetable capsule for a quick immune boost. Rub on the bottoms of feet. A lot of parents love to do this with their kids when they're in school. You definitely want to dilute with fractionated coconut oil or another carrier oil to minimize skin sensitivity. You can diffuse it in your home before company arrives to help clean the air, add a spicy and sweet aroma. diffuse in group settings for that uplifting scent, and again, that ability to purify the air. And you can add it to water too, for an all-purpose effective cleaner, or you can add it with the On Guard concentrate. You can make your own multi-purpose cleaner. You can dilute about 1 drop in 4 ounces of liquid for an effective cleaner for surfaces. And you can, well, actually I do a lot more than that, 4 fluid ounces. I think that was a typo, probably meant more like 10 drops for 4 fluid ounces. You can gargle with this too, with a few drops. This is the healthy mouth rinse for an irritated throat. That's really great too. A lot of people love to soak some sliced apples in water and put a few drops of On Guard in that for kind of a healthy immune boosting snack. And a lot of us make our own hand sanitizer as well. The hand sanitizer that doTERRA makes is limited on how much we can purchase of that. So a lot of these products are right now, but a lot of them are not. Some of them are not actually even available at this time, but I won't get too specific because someone might be watching the recording later. And just know that these are all infused with On Guard, and they are fantastic ways to support your immune system, clean your home and your mouth. And the On Guard Plus soft gels are amazing. They're infused with other oils that are awesome for your immune system as well. Anytime I wake up with a sore throat or have been around anyone who's been sick, or if I'm traveling on an airplane, I take On Guard Plus because I know from the inside it is boosting my immune system and supporting me in the best way. Just be aware with On Guard that there is the possibility of skin sensitivity, cinnamon especially, and also clove. These are really hot oils, and that just means that they can irritate your skin very easily, and you want to keep that out of the reach of children. So avoid contact with your eyes, the inner part of the ear, any sensitive areas, things like that. You definitely just want to dilute this oil, because when you're putting it on your skin, it can cause your skin to feel like it's burning and cause irritation. All right, so sometimes it's easier to know what to do for someone else who feels sick than it is for ourselves when we're ill, right? We just can't think straight when we don't feel well. That's how I am anyway. I want to take a look at some specific symptoms and give you some ideas and recipes so that you are armed and ready whenever illness strikes you or your loved ones. Let's start by talking a little about which oils help and in what manner they help. So prevention. Here are some oils that are great for helping prevent germs from invading your space, and they're recognized for their antimicrobial properties. Lavender, eucalyptus, lemon, lemongrass, cinnamon, clove, grapefruit, sandalwood, thyme, peppermint, clary sage. Lots of great oils on the preventative list. Immunity boosting oils help stimulate your immune function. And those would include eucalyptus, lavender, lemon, rosemary, sandalwood, tea tree, or melaleuca, and of course, On Guard. And then there are purifying or detoxifying oils. These are oils that help remove pathogens or toxic load and support the body as it goes through its natural healing processes. This would include things like cypress, ginger, grapefruit, rosemary, and lemon. So that just gives you a quick idea of which oils to use. Again, I'm going to go into a bunch of recipes and things for you. You can also look up which oils are best for your body's specific needs in your favorite resource book. We have apps for that, lots of websites, depending on how you like to learn. I personally love super practical information. So what I like to do for the rest of the class is look at some of the most common symptoms and issues that you might deal with and give you some easy ways to use oils for those. And as I said, be ready to take some screenshots, okay? Stop the spread of germs. If your home is like so many others, when one person gets to feeling under the weather, the underlying bug is rapidly shared from one person to the next, and before you know it, everyone in the house feels terrible. Did you know that diffusing essential oils, even just for an hour a day, can help stop that sharing? There are several oils that can help reduce airborne germs, including lemon, which is really popular, really effective, and very affordable. And there's a quick little clean the air diffuser recipe, super simple. 4 drops lemon, 4 drops tea tree, but this is simple and it's pleasant smelling and it cleans the air for you. And this is just kind of a good standby recipe for clearing the air. We also have seen so much difference in this area since we started using essential oils, that whereas everyone used to catch whatever was going around in our household, that's not the case anymore. And that has been so reassuring to me as a mom that we can actually help support our home and our bodies and our entire family to where we don't all have to assume we're going to get sick when one person does. I love that. Warm from the inside out. Have you ever said, I'm so cold, I can't seem to get warm? That's me on a regular basis. But if you've heard that from your family, or if you said that yourself, there are some excellent, simple ways to warm yourself up. And that can happen when you're under the weather, or even just feeling chilled. So turn up the liquid heat. You can add a drop of cinnamon bark or ginger essential oil to your cup of tea, coffee, or cocoa. And there's also some warming oils that are really great for cold hands, cold feet. It's kind of called the warm heart recipe. But this is what I would do: dilute just like 1 or 2 drops of whichever essential oil you have that's a warming oil with 1 tablespoon of carrier oil. You can massage that into your hands and your feet, and it really helps with circulation, but it does have a nice warming effect. Some of those oils you could choose from would be black pepper, lemongrass, cinnamon bark, peppermint, clove, rosemary, ginger, or thyme. Some people might question peppermint on this list because it does make you feel colder, but it actually does help with the circulation. And a lot of people do find it helps them to warm up if they apply just to their feet and their hands. So I personally prefer the oils like cinnamon bark, thyme, cassia, black pepper for this effect. But just keep in mind, cinnamon bark, clove, cassia, and thyme are hot oils, and they should be used carefully. Again, these oils might require more carrier oil for dilution to prevent skin sensitivity. And you can just watch for it. You can watch for your skin to start feeling like it's burning or itching or irritated. You can watch for signs of redness if you're applying this to someone else. And all you have to do is add more carrier oil. It's just your skin's way of telling you, wow, this oil is so potent and I can't seem to absorb it all quickly enough. Please help me out with that. You add carrier oil, it carries the oil. That's why we call it that, carrier oil. It carries the oil deeper into the tissue. It spreads it farther and it dilutes that skin sensitivity. That is the #1 issue that people have as far as reactions with essential oils, is skin irritation. So we want to prevent that. Always dilute. There's really not a reason not to. It helps your essential oil to go farther. It keeps it from evaporating and just being wasted. So I'm going to not get into all of that. I'm assuming everybody listening and watching has had at least a basic introduction to essential oils. If not, let me know that too. I'm happy to share my intro to oils class with you, and we won't get into too much of the basics. All right, so a high temperature, that's the body's natural reaction when you're fighting off germs. If it gets too high though, it can make you miserable, just as much as any other symptom can. So if you're feeling uncomfortable, essential oils really can help with this too. For adults, you can apply peppermint essential oil to the forehead, back of the neck, bottoms of the feet. Apply frequently, every 15, 20, 30 minutes until the temperature goes down. When you're using peppermint with younger children, be sure to dilute before applying. Same places: forehead, back of neck, bottoms of feet. And be sure the child doesn't touch that area where you applied the oil and then rub their eyes. It's okay, it's not going to cause permanent damage, but it hurts. It might take the attention off the other symptoms, as it really does burn. But you can flush that out. If ever you get essential oils into your eye, flush it out with carrier oil. It doesn't matter if it's olive oil in your kitchen, any healthy plant-based oil that you've got. You can even use milk if you need to, and it will flush it out really quickly. But that's just a tip to make sure for safety there. You may also want to consider a cool compress. So you can apply the essential oil, apply peppermint with carrier oil, and then apply the cool compress after applying the peppermint oil. And it really, really helps bring the body temperature down. All right, it never fails, right? When you're feeling less than 100%, one of the first things you notice is a raw or scratchy throat. It's one of the first symptoms for a lot of us. So there are several ways to use essential oils to kind of put the fire out. I'm going to share some of my favorite recipes with you here. Scratch Be Gone, throat soothing recipe. So that's sea salt, some essential oils there, lukewarm water. A lot of us grew up doing this, right? Gargling with sea salt and warm water. The essential oils really help this. Stir it well to dissolve. Rinse your mouth with this mixture several times. And you don't want to swallow it, just spit it out. Not your grandma's hot toddy recipe. This is a great one. The raw honey, apple cider vinegar, awesome for your immune system and for soothing the sore throat. Lemon juice. I've also used lemon oil when I don't have lemon juice, and cinnamon bark essential oil. Put those all in a mug, top off with hot water, stir, and then you can sip that down. Put out the fire throat spray recipe. So you got the essential oils there. Combine those in a spray bottle, top off with distilled water. Shake really well each time before you use it because it will separate. And you can use 1 or 2 sprays in the mouth and try to get it in the back of the throat every few hours. It really helps calm and soothe an irritated throat. So take your picture or screenshot quickly if you want those. I'm going to move on here. Head tension. This is a really common symptom when we are dealing with the body fighting off things, right? So relief, though, really is a couple drops away. Most people find tremendous relief with essential oils for head tension. One of my favorites is past tense. It's a really distinctive blend of oils. It's known to help provide relief for tension. It also does help calm emotions, and it kind of promotes relaxation too. And it comes in a 10 milliliter roll-on bottle, which makes it really easy to apply. And you can do that to the neck, the shoulders, behind the ears, swipe across the forehead, those kind of places, and then breathe in the cooling aroma of past tense. Now, some people hate past tense. I do not hate it. I actually really like it. It eases feelings of tension. It helps, again, with that head tension, and it is really convenient. But there are other options if you are not one of the people who loves past tense, okay? So I just threw up a handful of options. The thing with head tension is it can be really tricky because it depends on the root cause. We always, in holistic medicine, want to get to the root cause. We want to know what's causing this. We don't just want to treat the symptom. Yes, we want relief from the symptom, and essential oils can definitely provide that, but we really want to know what's causing it. And it could be so many different things. It could be hormonal imbalance. It could be a past injury. It could be just, sleeping wrong and getting a crick in your neck and causing head tension. It could be so many things that could be happening inside your body. It could be fighting off seasonal threats right now with lots of pollen at the time of this recording, springtime. That can cause head tension. Stress can cause head tension. So you may have to experiment and be willing to try some different things, both for your own body chemistry to get the right fit for what's going to help you, and just also because you might not know the root cause, so you may have to experiment. I just tell people, be patient, try different things, see what works, don't give up. Copaiba is one of my favorites, also pronounced copaiba. This one is an awesome oil for all types of discomfort. Frankincense as well. These really are some of our strongest hitting oils when it comes to the inflammatory response in the body. And one of the tricks I learned early when I started using essential oils is to put a little bit, not even a drop, just kind of put your thumb on the top, turn the bottle over and get a little bit of oil on your thumb and press up into the soft palate area. So you have to kind of go past in your mouth, on the roof of your mouth, past that hard palate on the roof of your mouth, back to where it's soft, to where you almost gag yourself, and press up. And that is a known pressure point to help relieve head tension. I also just putting it on my temples, putting it on the back of my neck, my forehead, kind of massaging it in at the base of my skull. Those are some ways that really help me as well. Breathing in the aroma, taking several deep breaths. There's a lot of ways you can search. If you're in the Facebook group, you can search for how we often use oils for head tension. Even just use the keyword search, look for the word head, and you will see all the different conversations that people have shared their testimonials for using oils for head tension. Okay, many times when you're feeling under the weather, a mouth blister will develop. That can be kind of difficult to deal with. So essential oils can help soothe that discomfort and also, help support your body's natural healing process again. So here's a quick recipe: a drop of Melissa, a drop of sandalwood, and then you can use aloe vera or coconut oil. Dab it on that affected area with a cotton swab. Try to apply just to the affected area, not the surrounding area too much, because it can be irritating, the Melissa, especially to the unaffected area surrounding the blister. I've also seen people post testimonials of using tea tree. I've used tea tree for this, peppermint frankincense. So if you don't have Melissa and sandalwood, there's a good chance, because the oils have so many active compounds and ingredients and constituents that cross over between different essential oils, there's a good chance you have something that will help. But this blend could also be made into a roller ball to just make it easy to apply. Sandpaper eyes. One of the worst feelings in the world has got to be itchy, scratchy eyes. So you know that sandy, gravelly feeling you get when you blink, and you already feel terrible. It's just one more thing you don't want to have to deal with. For a lot of people, just applying lavender can help soothe itchy, scratchy eyes and bring you some comfort and relief. You can apply it on your cheekbones, above the eyebrows, on the temples. It can be applied with very little dilution. If even without dilution, because it's so mild. But if you have sensitive skin, or again, just because you want to be careful, add 1 or 2 drops to a teaspoon of carrier oil. So you don't have to dilute it much. And then that'll help reduce any possible skin sensitivity. There's also a roller blend you could use on your reflex points of your feet and the back of your neck to alleviate the seasonal eye discomforts that you might experience. Let me see, did I put that in here? Oh, yes, I did. Good. So this has breathe, frankincense, lemon, lavender, and peppermint. And this would be specifically like this time of year, seasonal issues that you have that come and go with the changing of the pollen in the trees and all of that. So you could place these oils in the 10 milliliter roller bottle, fill with your carrier oil, and then again, kind of apply not too close to the eye because you don't want to get the oils in the eye, but around the eye, kind of following the bone with the eyebrow and then going all the way around. That can really help a lot, and kind of on the cheekbone. You can also make some DIY relief sticks. Looks like this. These are really handy to keep on you in your purse or something if you are out and about. Not that a lot of us are right now, but when you're back to work or whatever, in your desk drawer, keep it in your home. And here is the recipe. All right, so you want to make sure the wax and coconut oil mix well. You use the double boiler method for this. So put those in a small pan, and then use a slightly larger pan for the base of that. I a lot of times just use a pan, and I put my glass measuring cup in there, and I use that as the double boiler. So I just have a pan of water. I put my glass measuring cup in there and put the beeswax and coconut oil and all in there, and use that as my double boiler method. So you heat that up, melt it, remove it from the heat, add your oils, mix it really well, and you pour it into the little lip balm tubes. And then it's great to actually rub around your eye area, kind of an itch stick. It's got the benefit of also being great for if you happen to get a bug bite. So some of these recipes, it's not really just for the one thing that we might be talking about right now, but really anything that itches, this would be helpful for. It is specifically some with the peppermint eucalyptus, meant to help with like the respiratory and the itching of the eyes and the sinus areas, but it's great for other things that itch too. You could put the tubes in the fridge for a few hours if you want to help them harden faster, and then just apply under your nose, under your eyes. And so this little recipe here is for a few sticks, so you could, make more if you wanted to increase that recipe. All right, ear discomfort. This can range from slight pressure or kind of that full feeling in the ear to an ache that just cannot be ignored. So, quick note, essential oils should not be placed in the ear canal. You should not drop essential oils down into the ear opening. But you can still find relief by applying topically around the outer ear. Another method is to apply oils to a cotton ball and place it loosely in the ear just outside the ear canal. We have even done that with our kids, and then put a Band-Aid over top of the cotton ball to hold the cotton ball on the ear for hours so that it can kind of draw out and help improve the health of the ear and help with the discomfort of that. A lot of people do like to use a roller blend. Some of the oils that are most helpful would be basil, lavender, and melaleuca. You could do 2 to 5 drops of each of those in a roller and top with carrier, and then shake well and just apply around the outer ear and on the bone behind the ear too. That's an important area. Also, people sometimes forget that if you're dealing with ear discomfort, it could very well be something going on in your lymph nodes as well. And you want to massage that oil down into the neck and and kind of feel for any hardened or enlarged lymph nodes and really massage that into the lymph nodes as well. And here is something you could do just quickly and easily. The cotton in the ears, 1 drop basil, 1 drop melaleuca. That's awesome. For children, you could do the same. You could add a little carrier to the cotton ball if it's too strong for them. So it is best to leave that in place as long as you can tolerate it, even overnight if possible. And that is why we have done the Band-Aid over top of it to keep it in place for our kids. All right, excessive coughing. This can be really exhausting. So it can keep you from resting when you really need that rest. You need that for your immune system. So while you should encourage a productive cough that helps you get rid of excessive congestion, a dry hacking cough can drive you crazy, right? And it can also irritate your throat, especially if it's already sore. So let's look at a few ways we can help take care of that. This one, just in the diffuser. Cedarwood, lavender, marjoram, eucalyptus, great recipe for lots of different types of coughs. All right, I'm going to move on. Give you a couple seconds there. All right, here are some other recipes. Hack cracker, I like the name of that. We got breathe, extra eucalyptus, or you could substitute Siberian fir if you're using it on small children. Frankincense, combine those in a roller, top with carrier, apply to the chest and back as needed to quiet a cough. Here is a simply natural cough syrup recipe. We've got pure raw honey and then these essential oils. If you don't have one of them, it's okay. Just skip that one, or you maybe can find a substitute. And these are lemon, peppermint, lavender, frankincense, on guard. And mix that really well, store in an airtight glass container, and you can take a teaspoon every few hours as needed to help soothe coughing. And it also is very soothing for the throat. Okay, there are a few symptoms more frustrating than feeling like something's sitting on your chest, right? It makes it difficult to breathe freely, and that also will hinder your sleep. But a good essential oil chest rub can help bring comfort while helping also loosen up that congestion. So here is a chest salve recipe. This is again similar to the other, to the itch stick, where you have your coconut oil, olive oil, beeswax, you melt those down. You can substitute these things too. If you are allergic to coconut, like my mom, you can use jojoba or grapeseed oil. So just know that there are ways to substitute for some of these things if you don't have them, or if you prefer not to use them. If you don't have arrowroot and you can't get it easily, you can use cornstarch, things like that. So you can look up different substitutions, but this is kind of the basic recipe here. So again, you just use that double boiler method, gently heat that, combine it, remove from heat, add the arrowroot powder that will help to thicken it, and the essential oils, and then store it in a glass container, or you can get little tins that you can store it in, and apply that to the chest, under the nose, and bottoms of the feet. All of those places will help to break up congestion. When sniffles sneak their way in your home, it's time to fire up your diffuser, get your nose under control. So halt the sniffles diffuser recipe. This is a great one, again, for any time that there's sniffles and things going on, but I know that a lot of us are dealing with that now because of the season. You can also make an essential oil inhaler. I'm going to show you that recipe next, to help with a runny nose. Runny nose relief inhaler blend. So this would be 4 drops eucalyptus, then we've got lemon and rosemary. When making an inhaler, you add the essential oils to the cotton wick and then place the wick inside the nasal tube. Then you place it in one nostril and hold the other nostril closed. Breathe in slowly and deeply to gently soothe your nasal passageways. For children, you could make a smaller recipe, cut it in half, dilute the oils by putting some coconut oil onto the wick if it's too strong for them. I actually make it stronger than this. And I'm gonna actually stop screen sharing for a second because I actually wanna show you this. If you haven't seen this before, it is a pretty cool thing to see, and to just, it reminds people a lot of Vicks used to have something like this. So this is what it looks like. Okay, it's this little tube. Here's one that I have already made. And there are some labels and things you can get for different recipes. So the recipe I shared is a great one. I oftentimes just use Breathe and Lime. These are great oils for respiratory support and congestion. I have dropper tops on these. This makes it really helpful, really easy to do the making of a lot of DIY things, but especially with these little wicks that they have. So it comes with, you can get these on Aroma Tools. I'm sure Oil Life has them, even Amazon, essential oil blank nasal inhaler tubes. And so it comes with this tube, you put the wick in there, and I would put the drops on one side. So I do about half the drops of the recipe on one side and just drop them right onto the wick. And then I take the wick out, flip it over, and do the other side. And it lasts for months. So then you just put the little lid on and you have to push it down pretty hard and it snaps in place. And we use these a lot for issues with the nose and sinuses. So you take the lid off, okay, and if you'd seen these ever before, when they used to have them, this is the more natural version, essential oils only in here. It's wonderful. It looks kind of silly, but it's amazing. It works so well. So you plug one nostril and inhale deeply. But you never thought you'd see me stick something up my nose on video, huh? It's amazing. You guys have to get these. They're so cheap. Such an effective way to use your essential oils. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. Just wanted to show you that in case you had not seen it before. All right. Go back to PowerPoint here. Okay, and there again was that recipe. All right. So while one person in your house might have a runny nose, another person might have a stuffy nose. So here are some roller blends that can help. When you're all stuffed up, Breathe and Lime. Like I said, I do that in my inhaler. I do more like 15 drops total, and it really lasts a long time in my inhaler. But this would be great for a roller blend as well. Stop the Drip, Siberian or Douglas fir, peppermint, eucalyptus, cedarwood. So with both of these, you would add them to your 10 milliliter roller bottle, top with carrier, and apply across your forehead over your sinus areas. For children 2 years or older, you can apply to the chest, the bottoms of the feet. This works great for kids. Ensures they won't accidentally get the oils in their eyes. I think I meant to say 2 years or younger to do it to the chest and bottoms of the feet instead of the face, because that will help ensure they don't get it in their eyes. All right, and as we deal with seasonal threats and these different things with our immune system and respiratory systems being under threat, we might experience a lot of congestion. So this is a great natural option for a breathing rub, kind of similar to that chest rub, but just slightly different. You can just use Breathe. And really, if you're not into this whole melting stuff down and getting beeswax and everything, a super easy way to do this is to get the organic cooking oil, the coconut cooking oil, and just whip it in your whatever you have, KitchenAid or electric mixer, and then add the essential oils. And it won't hold up like a salve without that beeswax and that shea butter to thicken it, but it still is very effective, and you have it all kind of whipped together. And just incorporating air and whipping it in really gives it a nice consistency. So you could do it that way too if you just really do not want to have to make salves. I like salves. I don't mind making them, but I try to make a big batch and enough to last me for a year, because when I'm done, I don't want to do it again. So this is a great recipe though. If you do like to do DIY and you have shea butter, beeswax, you're okay with using those things, this is a great decongestant rub. You can also take a hot shower with an essential oil infused shower disc. So how you'd make this, you get these ingredients. And I don't always use a muffin tin with cupcake liners. I have used silicone molds instead. So you mix the baking soda and water, it forms a paste, and you fill those liners or molds about halfway, and you bake for 20 minutes. You cool them completely, add 3 drops of essential oil. You just drop that on the top of each disc, place those on the shower floor, and as you take a shower, it will melt. Some people call them shower melts, and the steam will diffuse the oils in the shower while you're taking a shower. It's amazing. It is like having a diffuser in the shower with you, but even better because the steam is just enhancing it and making it strong. And really, you breathe that in and you just don't even want to get out of the shower. So those are wonderful. Sometimes with sinus pressure, this accompanies times of sickness, and it can make you really miserable too. So there are some quick ways to assist with relieving that pressure naturally. Quiet the Drummer blend. This has oregano, tea tree, rosemary, frankincense, lemon. You can use it in your diffuser. You can use it as a roller blend. You can even put it in an empty vegetable capsule. All of these are safe for internal use, so you can take that internally. If you're doing a roller, I would combine just exactly this number of drops in a 10 milliliter roller, top with your carrier. The best areas to apply this topically would be inside the inside edge of your eyebrows, beside the bridge of your nose, on the outer edge of the nostrils, kind of just all of that T-zone nasal sinus cavity area. In a capsule, you could combine those oils. You could decrease the drops if you want, put it in an empty vegetable capsule, take up to twice a day as needed. If you're new to ingesting oils, just start with 1 drop of each oil. And be sure to take it with food to prevent stomach upset. And again, you could put these in your diffuser as well. When you are feeling less than your best, it's important to stay hydrated. Proper hydration plays an important part in thinning the mucus and helping your body get rid of that unwanted mucus. So be sure you're drinking plenty of water if you're trying to break up with mucus. And the citrus oils can really help you too with this. Drink those in your water to help detox the body and break up mucus as well. And here is a little recipe to say goodbye to the yuck. A drop of cinnamon, drop of lemon, a teaspoon of food grade fractionated coconut oil or other carrier oil that's safe to ingest. You can take that up to 3 times a day. Just swallow it down and it helps to break up congestion and mucus. Just keep in mind, cinnamon bark is a hot oil. If 1 drop is too much or causes any irritation, you could consider using the toothpick method. You just put a toothpick right through the orifice reducer on the top of the bottle, put it down in there, get a little bit on the tip of the toothpick, and then dip that cinnamon bark oil that's on the toothpick, swirl it into the mixture of just the coconut oil or whatever carrier you're using and lemon. And that works really well too without having to take a whole drop of the cinnamon if that's too much for you. Because your body's working overtime to try to rid itself of invaders, it'll make you feel out of sorts and you might have kind of an all over ache. So a hot soothing soak may be just what you need to help your body relax, take a little break from that ongoing battle while also helping rid your body of toxins. So Epsom salts, really rich in magnesium. They help push toxins from the body in a very natural, gentle way. And when you combine those with the power of essential oils, they help you create the perfect detox bath. So here is a recipe for that. Epsom salts, baking soda, coconut oil, lemon, marjoram, tea tree. You could use Breathe. You could use other oils of your choice depending on what you're dealing with. Frankincense is wonderful. I love to use Aroma Touch in this recipe. So while you're drawing your hot bath, add in the Epsom salts and baking soda, stir to combine, dissolve those together well, add the coconut oil and essential oils, kind of just swirl them around in the water and soak in the bath for at least 20 minutes. And be sure to drink plenty of fluids both before and after a detox bath. This recipe also is for an adult, so you might want to half that if you're using it for children. You might have seen this if you're in the Facebook group. You might have seen me post about this a few days ago. Did you know your coffee and tea mugs can serve a whole new purpose? This method of aromatic oil diffusion is a must when you're congested. And other methods might not bring you the relief that you need like this will. It is strong. It is intense. It might make you cry a little bit. I'm just going to be honest, but it is amazing. There's nothing like it. Okay. It's so simple too. You just fill your coffee or tea mug about halfway with steaming hot water and you add the essential oils of your choice. Okay. So for me personally, I would start really with something like maybe Breathe. I'll tell you some others to consider before you move on to the more intense ones. But so you're going to add the oil to your mug of hot water, close your eyes, center your face over the cup and just drape the towel over your head. You actually don't even have to do the towel if you don't want the first time. I'm trying to just help you ease in if you've never done this. Don't even do the towel the first time. You won't need to. Okay, so just inhale deeply a few times to let the steam and the essential oils So what's happening here is the essential oils are being forced to evaporate super, super quickly. Like when you open a bottle of essential oil, it starts evaporating and you're smelling it. It's very volatile, right? It evaporates quickly. When you add steam to that, you intensify it so, so quickly. And so you are inhaling super infused steam with essential oils, and it does relieve congestion and other things going on in your sinus cavities. So some oils to consider, like I said, breathe, eucalyptus, rosemary, peppermint, super strong, lemon is a great one, thyme, on guard, really hot, okay, it might hurt a little bit, frankincense, cedarwood, cypress, Douglas fir, Siberian fir. So I'm going to say maybe don't start with the hottest oils. Now, if you're really desperate, go for the hot oils. It'll hurt for a minute, but you'll be amazed at how well it works, okay? And go ahead and do the towel. You'll get used to it, but it's not one that I've had my children do. I'm not sure. Well, maybe my oldest has, but my younger ones, I'm not sure they could handle that. And I don't know if they would trust me again. I mean, it really is intense. Just ask anybody who's done it, okay? Trust me, but it works. It works so well. All right, I could teach a whole class on digestive health, but I just wanted to drop a reminder here that proper nutrition, supplementation, and supporting your GI tract and digestive tract is crucial for maintaining a healthy immune system, even if you're not experiencing digestive issues. About 75% of our immune system is in our gut, and I highly, highly recommend Lifelong Vitality, Terrazyme, and DigestZen, oil and soft gels too, for optimal digestive wellness. Whether you just need the Terrazyme now and then, I take it every single day though. We do not have enough digestive enzymes in our diets, and I could teach a whole class on just Terrazyme. It is amazing all of the benefits that it has. I use DigestZen regularly. It works so quickly, applied topically on the abdomen area. We take Lifelong Vitality Pack every day, and it does help with digestion as well as just your general immune system, getting all those nutrients, kind of filling in those gaps that we might have where we're not getting all of the vitamins, minerals, maybe the fish oil, the different herbal complex ingredients that are in there, and also the essential oils that are built in are awesome for the immune system. One of the most common complaints during sickness would be those of like sore, stiff, achy joints. There aren't really proven causes for this, but medical professionals attribute, sometimes it's the colder temperatures, to painful changes in joint fluid thickness, and also barometric pressure can increase discomfort in the joints that might already be afflicted with stiffness and inflammation. And sometimes it's just the increased inflammatory response that your body's going through when it's fighting. So when you're experiencing joint discomfort, applying oils like marjoram, lemongrass, wintergreen, peppermint, Roman chamomile, deep blue, any of those topically to the area where you're experiencing discomfort, also copaiba, that can really provide soothing relief. Deep blue, most of you probably know, but that's a blend of wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, ylang ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and osmanthus. It's available in a roll-on. It's available in a cream. It's also a supplement. This blend provides, and not the oils, but there is a supplement, the polyphenol complex. And this blend itself, the oil blend, gives us really soothing effects and targeted benefits on those areas that might be stiff or achy. I personally take turmeric, copaiba, and frankincense oils and our deep blue polyphenol complex daily for joint health and to help support a healthy inflammatory response. So here is a great daily protocol for supporting joints and cartilage. I do want to add here, these are great general recommendations for supporting healthy inflammatory response in the body. So it's not just for people who are having issues with joints and cartilage. And certainly by the time we get to a certain age, we can feel it and we know that we need extra support there. But even if you're not feeling it, even if you're not having issues, these are good things to consider adding in. Illness, in times of illness especially, that's closely tied to inflammation in the body when we're sick. So it's really a smart idea to support healthy inflammatory response in the body with these protocols, whether it's on a daily basis or as needed when you're having symptoms that you're experiencing of unhealthy inflammatory responses in your body. The next step to overall wellness is managing your stress levels and getting enough rest. Now, there are a lot of ways to accomplish this. We can cut out stressors to a point, but it is unrealistic to expect us to be able to cut out all stress from our lives. There are a lot of events, things going on in the world lately that are causing extra stress. We'll just put it that way. So when you're feeling overwhelmed and you need to support your body to be able to get calm, and you want those like calming, reassuring, relaxing feelings, you might consider oils like lavender, ylang ylang, bergamot, Roman chamomile, adaptive blend, peace, balance, or serenity blends. These oils could be applied topically to your pulse points, bottoms of your feet. You can diffuse them. When you're going through especially trying times, you might want to keep the aromatic benefits with you constantly throughout the day. So you could use diffuser bracelets, necklaces, rings. There's a lot of great diffuser jewelry out there, ways that you can kind of keep that with you all the time. Did you know that it's estimated about 30 to 35% of people do not get enough sleep at night? So the adverse effects of sleeplessness are many, and those are detrimental to our wellness. One of the things you might want to consider adding, if this pertains to you, is the Serenity Restful Complex. This is a really unique combination of lavender essential oil and natural plant extracts in a soft gel to help you get the sleep that you need without leaving you feeling groggy and sleepy the next day. This complex is really well researched. It's got the relaxing benefits of lavender essential oil and also L-theanine, along with lemon balm, passion flower, and chamomile. So these all gently promote relaxation and sleep. Lavender, of course, has a long history of use for stress and sleep and just encouraging calmness in general in the nervous system. There's been clinical and experimental research that supports that ingested lavender is calming to the nervous system, promotes healthy relaxation and sleep. And then L-theanine also gently promotes relaxation and sleep. It's a non-protein amino acid found in green tea. There is no caffeine, don't worry about that. It's been studied for calming effects on the nervous system, and it's widely used in Asia for those effects as well. So it has this unique ability to promote relaxation without drowsiness. And there was actually a 6-week double-blind placebo-controlled clinical trial that investigated the efficacy of the Serenity soft gels, and subjects reported highly significant improvements in their ability to fall asleep more easily. They also reported improvements in waking up more easily and feeling more alert and refreshed in the morning. So that kind of just provides further support that we already knew because of the historical use of the botanicals, but then the clinical research to go with it. It just kind of confirms that efficacy. So the benefits, of course, with sleeplessness, healthy relaxation, helping you get that refreshing sleep you need. And that is really, really important for your nervous system and for your immune system. And it helps also to reduce stress. So some people take it during the day and it doesn't make them sleepy, just to help deal with stress and anxious feelings. It's recommended to take 1 or 2 soft gels before sleep. But again, you could take it during the day and try it and see if that helps you without making you feel drowsy. Our newest grouping of oils specifically for stress, anxious feelings, mental health, and even sleep is called Adaptive. If you haven't learned much about this yet, I encourage you to do a little bit of research. doTERRA just announced this week that we now have a new app available to accompany these products. So that's going to assist in all of these areas of health. And we're going to have more education coming out on the adaptive system soon. I'm going to be focusing on the adaptive system and this new app somewhat in our usage group. doTERRA has a lot going up on its social media and website about this to help you learn about it. And I also do have a moods and emotions class coming up at the end of the month that I'll tell you about, that we will dive into this a little more as well. Applying essential oils topically does allow the oil to affect the body quickly and efficiently, gets it into your bloodstream. So you can consider these recipes. There's some roller recipes here for a good night's sleep. A few different options for you. Some people find vetiver knocks them out quickly, cedarwood, also these wood-based oils and lavender. Other people find that doesn't quite do it for them. Roman chamomile is a better floral oil for them. The grounding blend balance is awesome for helping this, as well as patchouli. And some people just put all those oils in option 1 and 2 all together in the same roller blend, and that is fine too. And then there's a whip up sleepy time recipe. So you could use shea or cocoa butter, coconut oil, and then the essential oils. But you could really substitute any of the oils that you like to promote sleep. Okay, so anything that helps you relax. Add the coconut oil and shea butter again. You're gonna simmer those, let them melt, rest on the counter, add the essential oils. But if you want the easy version, just skip the shea butter or cocoa butter and use coconut oil and whip that together. Don't even have to put it in a pan, just whip it in your mixer and add the essential oils. That is another method that you could do that's easier. So it won't get firm or hard. It won't be like a salve consistency, but it will get somewhat harder because if you're using the cooking coconut oil, you can melt it, but then it will re-solidify. Anything lower than, I think, what is it, 76 degrees, I think it's solid. I think that's right. And then above that, it melts. So even just putting it in the palm of your hand, it will melt. So this recipe makes about half a cup, and then you just take a pea-sized amount or so, massage it into your feet, children's feet, before bed, even on the chest is good too. Okay, we're wrapping up here. Last but not least, you may feel worn out during the day, tired from all the sniffling, coughing, sneezing, whatever's going on, or maybe you just need a pick-me-up. Essential oils are here to help with that too. You can diffuse them, you can apply essential oils topically. Those with a supplement label can also be used internally for an energy boost. So oils like lemon, grapefruit, wild orange, bergamot, great citrus oils, right? Peppermint, spearmint, also lime, Siberian fir, elevation. So these are, we're getting into blends here. Elevation, citrus bliss, motivate, cheer. Those are all some great options for increasing energy, getting a quick energy infusion. You may also want to consider our caffeine-free energy and stamina complex, Mito 2 Max. This helps increase energy. It works so well, you probably don't want to take it late in the afternoon or the evening. So this is a blend of plant extracts and metabolic cofactors. It supports healthy cellular energy production, optimal mitochondrial function, aerobic capacity, and stamina naturally without the use of harmful stimulants. So you can use this as a long-term alternative to caffeinated drinks if you're trying to quit those or just maybe decrease them. And you can take this as needed for energy and vitality, or you can take it daily as well. So you're going to see the benefits here. It promotes efficient production of ATP in the mitochondria. It enhances stamina and efficient use of oxygen, supports metabolic adaptation for diverse activities, from, you know, movie watching to marathon running, we say, and it improves your mental energy too. All right, and here is a basic energy protocol to help you if you're struggling with energy on a regular basis. And we know this happens when we're under the weather, but maybe this is something that happens on a regular basis for you. So here are some ideas: a roller blend recipe, a diffuser recipe, things that you can take internally, and also just reducing your amount of sugar. So again, we always get back to lifestyle, always trying to encourage healthy lifestyle changes to help you not just deal with the symptoms, but get to the root causes and help yourself be healthier from the inside out. So exercise, taking a brisk walk even, and you can use Motivate to help you get out the door. You help and use Deep Blue to help you soothe your achy, tired muscles. Okay, before we go, I wanted to let you know about my upcoming classes. So I am doing Moods and Emotions. The link is on my public Facebook page, Clearly Essential Crystal. Those of you who get my emails probably got an email from me with this, but I will be sharing it on my timeline in my group as well. And wherever you found the link to get into this class, you can find the next link as well for Moods and Emotions. That's Saturday, April 25th. So I'm doing that at 11 a.m. Eastern so that hopefully it won't be too early for our friends out on the West Coast as well. We'll do a Saturday morning one there. And then I'm going to do a DIY demo. So this should be really fun. Some of the things that I've shared with you in this class, I'm going to actually demonstrate how to make, and some other things too. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I want to make, what I need to make just for my own household. And I'm just going to go live in my kitchen on Tuesday, April 28th. This is 3 p.m. Eastern, middle of the day, but I know a lot of people are home right now, and that's just a convenient time for me before I mess up my kitchen making dinner. So I'm going to do a demo. I will record that. I will record the other one as well. And this has been recorded too. If you know someone who could benefit from it, I'm happy to share that recording with you if they're not on Facebook or something and they can't get to the recording in the Facebook group. Okay, so I do have a couple of last things to show you here. And restart my video here, but I wanted to show you a couple of resources just to make sure that you know about those. Okay, so I'm going to go over to Google Chrome here and let's see. I'm going to go to, okay, so if you are in the Facebook group, Clearly Essential Oil Usage, if you go over to units, you may not know these are all here for you to learn this kind of information at any time. A lot of these recipes, a lot of what I've shared here is actually right here in this Facebook group. So there is Essential Oils 101. So you just go through the different steps and it'll keep track for you, your progress if you get interrupted. So you can see up here at the top, it tells me I have completed 0 of 18 units. Because I created these units, I didn't need to go through and take them. But Essential Oils 101, and then making the most of your membership. So if you're new to a doTERRA membership, you have a wholesale membership and you're not sure all the ways you can take advantage of the benefits, this is a great one for you. Supplements, if you haven't gotten yet into the supplements doTERRA offers, this kind of is a great overview of all the different supplements. Gardening, this is a great time of year. Lots of us are gardening. So this will give you ways to use oils to help with pest control, to help with promoting growing things in your garden. Just so many practical things here. Essential oils for emotions, DIY projects and recipes. We had BOGOs, you can skip that. That was a unit for a time when we had some specials going on. Seasonal and pollen relief. I know a lot of you need that right now. Some of these same recipes that I talked about today are in that. Cleaning with essential oils for men, for cardio health. Summer tension tamer, that was another special that we had. Babies, school time, thyroid health, diaper bags, sleep, kids. Okay, so these are all units available in Clearly Essential Oil Usage, which you are welcome to join if you are a customer, wholesale member, or wellness advocate on my team, Clearly Essential team. And also, just in case you want to see, you can go over to Clearly Essential Crystal. That's my public page, and go to events. And that is where I post these classes. So the one that we're in right now, Oils for Moods and Emotions, DIY demo. So that's where you can see the link to join these. I also wanted to show you, in case you're not a big social media person, you're trying to stay off Facebook, over here at Teachable, it's clearly-essential-community.teachable.com. I have a whole bunch of courses here, and some of them are completely free to anyone. So you can recommend these to anybody. Basic Intro to Essential Oils, Essential Oil Precautions. So this goes over some safety protocols and things, best practices with essential oils to keep you safe when you're using your oils. How to order. So how to make the most of your membership, and just simple, how to place an order. And then wholesale membership. So if you do have a wholesale membership or you want to know the benefits of having a wholesale membership, that is also free. So you can see those first 4 are free. And we have Oil Camp in Spanish, a lifestyle overview. Those classes are a little bit more. And then most of the classes are $10 just to help me cover the cost of this course, or of this site, Teachable site. So we've got Copaiba versus CBD. We've got, again, men. Now see, here's essential oils for men, but if you're smart, you'll just go take it in the Facebook group unit because it's free there. Okay, same exact class. This is just a different format, a different place to share it with people who may not be on Facebook. We've got kids, winter wellness, cooking, sleep, oil hacks, travel, workplace, school. So again, some of these are exactly the same as what's in the Facebook units. Some of those are free there too. Fighting germs, pollen relief. A lot of the recipes that I just shared, a lot of the information I just shared was from the fighting germs and the pollen relief classes. Oils for teenagers, oils for fighting fatigue, thyroid support, babies, cleaning, toxin-free living, cardio health, beyond the basics, a little bit deeper into the science and things, gardening, special needs, diaper bag again, kids collection, and then we've got some business training things on there too for those who are doing the business. So I just wanted to make sure that you know about these resources that I have available so that you're not missing out. A lot of people find out about them a year or 2 or 3 into their journey, and they're like, I had no idea all this was available. So I wanted to share that, show you how easy it is to access. And now I'm going to end the recording, but I'm happy to stay on and chat a bit more and answer questions for those who have them. Let me just end the recording real quickly. Thanks if you're watching the recording for joining us.